Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. If Bitcoin dipped, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Monday. Hope you guys are Orthodox. Happy Easter to you. We have a lot that's going on today. Drama, and I have exclusive breaking news that even mainstream media doesn't have. And so I'm very excited to break it to you later today, possibly. But we have a lot going on. And so if you guys are ready, like we have the World's Liberty Financial saga over the weekend. Like the Donnie T family has completely lost their rocker. Like they are off their rocker right now. So we're going to talk about Justin Sun, what happened with World Liberty Financial. Donnie T is having a meme coin conference yet again. Is this bullish? Is this bearish? Michael Saylor's buying Bitcoin. And of course, I have breaking news for you. On top of coins to watch, again, this is going to be a very interesting podcast today. We do have an after show, guys, in the Discord. So member or not, you are welcome. Everyone is welcome to this Discord after show. So join the Discord. The link is in the live chat and the description. And as you guys join, make sure you guys are also members of the YouTube channel so you can get in these after shows on Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm going to be spilling a lot of tea in these after shows. I tell you guys my secrets in the after shows. So guys, if you guys are ready for the Zest, the news, the education, don't hesitate to give your girl some love and smash the like, subscribe, share this out with friends so more people know what's going on here. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and a subscriber goal of 25,300 subs. We're 10 away, so let's pop off. Let's get after it. All right, guys, we have so much to chat about today. Like, it's not even funny. I don't know how controversial this is going to be, to be honest. So say good morning as you say good morning to me as I say good morning to you. Check out our 3 amazing sponsors of the show, including Cake Wallet, Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off and go up to the moon with Uphold. We're going to pop off right now. Good morning, Lieutenant Chris over there on TikTok. Again, if you're on TikTok, do your girl a favor and go to YouTube. Let's say good morning to everyone. We got Doge Bowl, Silver Days. Guys, remind me I have bagels. I'll bring them on. Just remind me, please, because I'm going to get locked in real quick. Silver Days is here. Mike Volmer, Jesse, good morning. Eddie, good morning. Paco, good morning. We got Mama Shadow. She's chatting it up today. Who else we got? We got John Legend with all his emojis. I absolutely love it. David Bowles has all his emojis, too. That's so funny. Okay, who else we got? We got Bobby F. Ray K is in chat. Curtis Hill, good morning. Fair Hoofty Floof. Mike Mazzone and Yukio are together on X as always. We have oh boy, Kevin Persons, nice to see you. We have Boomdock Saint, MK San, Ian, good morning. He said we're locked in. Yes, lock in, friends.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pump the like smooks, eyes emoji, thumbs up emoji.
You heard the man. Who else we got in the chat? Gary, good morning. Ben Spada is here. Good morning. Silverback is here. Good morning. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. If I missed you, then please yell at me in the chat and let me know that I'm a horrible host for not saying good morning to you. And if you're on TikTok, I can't see your comments because they're so small, so it's really hard for me to see them. So please go to YouTube for the sake of my eyesight and not straining my eyeballs today. So Peace is here too. I see Peace. I don't know if I shouted him out yet. All right, guys, we have a lot to chat about, so we're gonna get into it. 1 second. Okay, We're good. All right, so we're gonna go into the market recap, and then I'm gonna like spill some tea for you guys. We have a lot going on. Again, like this show is gonna require patience. Like we're going on a dive of this weekend's timeline of absolute craziness and chaos. So we're gonna go into the market recap first. We got Rave that's raving up 250%. You cannot ask me what's going on with this. I have no clue. This just came out of nowhere. Like Rave came out of absolute nowhere. Stable is up 13.5%. WorldCoin is pumping too. We're popping off. We do have Bitcoin, again, our clean charts, as I always like to show before I get into my chaotic charts. Bitcoin is still ranging. Again, it's been the same price for like literally 2 months. And if you were to tell me there was a massive WAR going on, I literally would not believe you based off this price action. I would even argue that this pattern looks very similar to what we saw on a bigger scale back in nap time, as I like to call it. Hold on. There we go. Back in nap time, which was around 15 to 17K Bitcoin. Doesn't this look familiar? Doesn't this little shape look familiar? Little type of vibe that we have here. It looks like a little double bottom type situation. Oh yeah, we're seeing it yet again. Is this a mini signal? I don't know. I'm just going to keep calm, huddle on, and mind my business. We do have Bitcoin at $71,450 today. Here's my chaotic chart for you. And this is what my thought process was. We break through the 69K. We hold support above 72, which we're still struggling with. And then we can move up and conquer 76K, hold support, and tap that 200-day SMA. The 200-day SMA, I would love to test it, hold above it for a week. You guys know my stance on that. It's been a while since we tested the 200-day SMA. The last time we even had a little attempt, let me get rid of this right here. The last time we had an attempt was back here in November. So we have not seen the 200-day SMA in months. So we're due, y'all. We're due to test this 200-day SMA, and I'm ready for it. So ultimately, your bullish scenario remains the same of 76. Your bearish scenario is down at 60. Over here, we do have Bitcoin again. She is up 1.05%. Barely over that 1%. We're barely trading right now. Money flow is increasing. This is the highest money flow we've seen since January, so that gives us some hope. Although there is a red dot printed pulling down this momentum, pulling down that VWAP. We are officially bearish with the VWAP, which is never a good sign. We don't like that. I never like to see a bearish VWAP. Also, we do have the RSI that is bullish. We are maintaining this, which again, we had a major pump. We pulled back on the RSI. We are now rebounding. So I do love when we pull back with the RSI. It just makes me feel better. And it shows, again, we have a lot of room to run to the upside with Bitcoin. So I'm ready. I think, if we end up having this rally, 200-day SMA testing, like we literally could see 100K again very soon. I don't know. This is again, my thoughts. Never financial advice. I'm giving you bullish and bearish case scenarios, and you don't have to cry to me, okay? Because everyone's like, Randi gives financial advice. I never gave you financial advice, friends. I never give you financial advice. Like, I actually, I'll get into breaking news headlines. When I talk about James Fishbach, I gotta tell you about my experience yesterday because it was just so wild. We're gonna get into breaking news headlines. We have a lot to chat about. Again, this is gonna be a little bit of a deep dive drama episode because this is what the space is talking about. So therefore, everyone wants an explanation as to what's happening with World Liberty Financial. I will break it down for you. Allegedly. Let's do it. Sip your tea, sip your coffee, whatever makes your heart warm today. As we do have breaking news headlines, and we're going to start off quite simple here with Sailor. Sailor is picking up yet another stack of Bitcoin to the amount of $1 billion. This was one of his big boy buys. Strategy acquired 13,927 Bitcoin for $1 billion even at about 71.9K per Bitcoin, achieving a Bitcoin yield of 5.6% year to date. And as of yesterday, the 12th, they hodled 780,897 Bitcoin acquired for $59 billion at about 75.5K per Bitcoin. So This is, again, they're purchasing below their average price. And so this is not surprising to me whatsoever. But Strategy will end up owning about 1 million Bitcoin with the way everyone is going, the lack of audacity from the US, and, more of the audacity outside the US. So I think Saylor is going to end up having a bigger reserve than anyone in the world. And I think that's an absolute wild concept. Moving on, though, so that's your Strategy update. Everyone's, what's going on with Strategy? Everyone is very, even Strategy has become majorly controversial over their stretch perpetual. So it's their preferred stock. A lot of people are very upset about that. So listen, man, I keep calm, I huddle on. All I do is report the news. Sailor just beat me to those 19,000 Bitcoins. That's so funny, dude. Alameda Research, though, let's actually talk about this really quick. Because if you guys remember FTX, the exchange that collapsed about 3-4 years ago, now time flies when your hair is curly like SPF and you don't shower. However, when you put money into FTX, you thought you were buying Bitcoin, you put money on FTX, well, actually, that money went straight to their investment arm or whatever, Alameda Research, which was the CEO was Caroline Ellison, SBF's girlfriend, that said she didn't have to do more than just the 1 + 1 = 2. And stop losses weren't helpful to her. However, they're now moving $16 million, Alameda Research, in Solana. What? And this is why, again, Solana is probably doing absolutely horrid, is because these people, Solana is just damaged. It's damaged goods. They do great PR, but they literally are VC funded. It is just a dirty game that Solana plays, and I just don't like it. I don't like it whatsoever. Maybe I'll have a different perspective when they have uptime for more than 10 years, and when SPF and all of these shenanigans are very far away from Solana. I don't know. I don't freaking like it. I don't. It's unreliable tech to begin with. Bankrupt crypto exchange FTX sister company Alameda Research unstaked roughly $16 million worth of Solana and moved this to the same address linked to creditor payment. So are they cashing out to pay people back? Oh, but they were never insolvent according to SBF. Calm down, Randy, calm down. Now, the unstaking refers to the process of withdrawing crypto assets that were locked up to support the Solana network, right? And this follows a pattern, which is unstaking coins, routing them to addresses to reimburse creditors. And about a month ago, Alameda did the same, directing funds to the same distribution address. The prior move ultimately raised expectations that the funds were part of an ongoing creditor repayment process tied to the firm's restructuring. The proof is in the pudding. We were never insolvent, SBF likes to tweet from jail. Who actually lets this man have an internet connection? Who is letting him tweet? I never want to see SBF tweet again. Honestly, you know what I would like to see? His parents getting investigated, because they're the real people that are behind this freaking whole shenanigan. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Anyway, I'm going to dive. I'm literally going to peace out from this part because I just get so freaking lit. I get so lit over SBF. It is so disgusting what he's done to this space. And you know what? It was planned. The worst part about the whole FTX saga, which we were covering as it happened, I told you at the time, and I agree with it now, over 3 years later, it was theater. This was all planned because Gary Gensler and these freaking radical cronies wanted to go ahead and give us a federal bit license. That's why SBF was here. That's why they had this girl, Caroline Ellison, who couldn't even do more than 1 + 1 = 2, to go ahead and run this company because they wanted it to collapse. It was literally planned out so that way they could tell us, oh, crypto's bad, this is why, it's because of people like them. No. We see right through them. They were on a lot of substances. They were hanging out with each other in a weird way. I don't like it. And on top of the fact that why SBF gets to tweet is because he probably gave 1 in 3 people in Congress a donation. Where are the donations? I would like to know. And listen, I'm not scared to get spicy. And you know who actually gets so spicy that people actually just freaking lose it? People lose it over this one man, James Fishbach. Guys, yesterday I interviewed James Fishbach. Here's the proof of interview. We were on the street, literally on the street, chilling, doing this interview. James Fishbach is hands down, the most pro-Bitcoin politician I've ever met to date. Now, everybody wants to throw shade at me. Let's get this clear. Here's the tweet if you guys want to go support it. Me and James, we popped off yesterday. Let me just tell you this one thing. I tweeted at him and people were like, oh, how'd you get this interview? I literally tweeted. He tweeted, oh, I'm going to be at this church. I said, can I interview you there? He said, yes. Most transparent interview request I've ever done, right? And so I sit down with him, and the way, he's only 31, by the way, the way he answered questions, this one guy came up to me. So after the mass, people wanted to take pictures with him, reasonably. And he was accepting questions from every single person. He did not turn one person away. Someone went up to him and was like calling him a racist, basically. Like the guy was talking to me before he went up to James and was like, yeah, he says this, and this. And I was like, go ask him. Go ask him about it. So James handled him like a pro. This man, like, I don't know what kind of PR training he's done, but he's an excellent speaker. Excellent. And so people are getting spicy with me. Why are you interviewing him? Why? People got mad at me for doing events with Eric Adams. He's a Democrat. I did events with him years ago. I've interviewed Nancy Mace. I've spoken to people on both sides of the aisle. To me, the sides of the aisle are the same. They're two sides of the same coin. So do I care about left, right? No. Do I care what race you are, what color you are, if you're purple, red, green? No, I freaking don't. What I do, I'm a journalist. I don't know if you guys know that. I'm a journalist. This is my job. I report news every single day. And part of my job is also interviews. That was my first podcast, was just interviews. And so why him is because it's my job to interview people. I don't care who you are, what side of the aisle you're on. What my job is to go and approach these people, ask them the questions that people want to know, especially about Bitcoin and crypto. I'm an advocate for the space. So I would talk to the Democrat people that are running. I'll talk to Byron. I will talk to anybody, right? Anybody that gives me time, I will speak to. And if I have the opportunity, if somebody wins this election, to go and get involved and pass laws and push legislation that benefits you and I, of course I'm going to go do that. Let's not be foolish out here. So to come and slam me because I'm doing interviews, guys, it's my job. Did I ever endorse anybody? No. I just want what's best for the space and best for you. That's why I do these interviews. Anybody that gives me the time of day, I don't even care if it's freaking Kamala Harris, I will go interview her. I will go interview anybody that gives me the time. That's my job. So that's what I did. And I got exclusive news from James. This dude is on fire for Bitcoin. I've never heard a politician speak about Bitcoin and blockchain the way he has. So again, am I endorsing anything? I'm literally just doing interviews, and I'm mind blown at how informed he is. He gave me breaking news about policies that he would be pushing. And I was like, dude, if you don't involve me with this, we're not friends anymore. So I threatened him to not be my friend if he does not involve me in all of these Bitcoin endeavors. But I'm very excited about it, and so I will break the news. I have the interview. I'm editing the interview all morning. I've been editing it, and I will put it up hopefully by today or tomorrow. But again, he gave me exclusive news that he was like, Randy, I saved this for you because I knew we were gonna chat today. So I got it. I got exclusive breaking news, and you will love what he is planning to do for the state of Florida. Especially, this man is 31. We literally need younger people in government. So help me that I went and interviewed people. So help me. I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal for being a journalist. People should get mad at Fox News and everyone else that interviews this guy too. But James is a bloody savage. He did actually retweet us yesterday. How do I get my retweets? Hold on. Oh, darn it. Hold on. James, how do I go to his Okay, so you guys could go ahead and, his PR team is quick. They put up pictures of the mess yesterday already. So if you guys want to go comment on his tweet and say how much he should love crypto, go ahead and push him. But yeah, this dude has plans on plans on plans. I heard him talking to all these people. Again, he turned nobody down. He answered everybody's questions. And that's what I would call just being a freaking person. And he's doing that quite well. He's doing it quite well. So I'll give him credit where credit's due. Well, I'll get this interview too. I had him laughing. It was a good interview, and it was a great time. And I met his team. I made friends with his team. Oh, I absolutely love them. His security team, I didn't even know it was his security when the guy pulled up. I just started messing with him. He's like, yeah, I'm security for a guest that's coming. I was like, oh, I was the one that requested the interview. It was so fun. So basically, I'll tell you my full experience before we get into World's Liberty. I'll tell you the experience. So basically, I pull up to this church. I make friends with the priest. Oh, shoot. God bless. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you. Bless your heart. So basically, I pull up to the church. I'm talking to the priest, and then I make friends with his security team. James pulls up. He sees me. He shakes my hand, and I was like, hey, I was the one that requested the interview. He's like, I already know. And I was like, I'll harass you later. He's like, yes, okay. And so I waited everybody out, and then he's so freaking funny. He picked where we did the interview. I was like, where you want to do this? What's comfy for you? He's like, here, because of the wind and the lighting. I was like, this is so Gen Z millennial coded. Like, it was hilarious. And he watches our content. He knows what we're all about. And so again, he saved us he gave me exclusive information, and he's like, I want you to break it. Amen. A freaking man. And so this is what we do, guys. We shoot our shot. It's the most transparent interview request. I didn't hide it from nobody. I literally commented on Twitter. So it was a great conversation, and I think you guys are absolutely going to love it. It's going to be clip galore, so you guys could clip it up and have an absolutely amazing time with it. So, and actually, I got recognized there too. So as everyone's outside taking pictures with this guy running for governor, James Fishbach, which is savage, right? This one kid goes over to me. He goes, you look really familiar. Where do I know you from? And I was like, do you like Bitcoin? And then he was like, actually, I think my dad has sent me your videos. And I was like, that's me. And so so as he's taking pictures with this guy, James Fishbach, running for governor, he goes and takes pictures with me. And then everyone was like, oh, you're famous. People thought I was famous. So they started taking pictures with me too. And then I onboarded a bunch of people into Bitcoin and crypto yesterday. This one guy was like, I need help because I'm trying to explain Bitcoin to my dad. How do I explain Bitcoin to my dad? So then I was helping this one kid. It was absolutely hilarious. I loved it. But it was a great experience. So I got recognized as I was doing this whole shenanigan and waiting for James Fishbach. It was a great experience. But shout out to Papa O for raiding in here today. I appreciate it so much. It was so amazing. And so yeah, we're just gonna get after it. So please smash the like. We're gonna get into the drama of the weekend. There's over 170 people here, so please smash the like and give me a subscribe, please. And again, if someone doesn't like that I'm doing interviews, you can unsubscribe. It's fine. I'm just being a journalist. Apparently that's not allowed. But we're going to get into Donnie T. Apparently he's having another meme coin conference at Mar-a-Lago at the end of the month. I believe it's on the 25th that he's doing this. And so I'm going to be headed over to Vegas at that time. Or maybe I'll be there earlier, depending on the announcement pending this week, guys. I might have another major announcement for you. Anyway, Donnie T, the whales for his coin are loading up. Crypto whales loaded up on more of Donnie T's meme coin ahead of his luncheon at his Mar-a-Lago residence in Florida. And one whale withdrew about 105,754 Donnie T tokens from Binance on Saturday to add to their stash of 1.13 million Donnie T's, worth roughly $3 million. What in the world? Again, this whale picked up $2.4 million from Bybit over the course of 2 days. And so this coin has not been doing well. It's been going down into the freaking toilet. People are not happy with his meme coin, but they are interested in getting into that luncheon. So they're going to buy their way in there, quite simply. Thank you, Silverback. Thank you. You got to pump it up. So You guys are so funny. You guys are so funny in the chat. Guys, if you are bullish, can I get a rocket emoji? Actually, I don't want rockets. I want hearts. I would love hearts because you know what? Let's spread love to the world. Everyone's so feisty, and I'm a little feisty too. But in a way that's okay, you know? I'm not feisty where I'm like hurting people, you know? I'm not that feisty. I just say what I like, you know? I'm just embracing my free speech as an American. Guys, can I have hearts in the chat? I would love hearts in the chat. It would make me very happy. And if you guys could smash the like, it would make me even happier. So here's the news, guys. We got Justin's son versus the Donnie T family. So just give me a moment. We're going to walk through this together. And again, I'm going to preface this with everything is allegedly. It's allegedly. Oh boy, World's Liberty Financial is going down the toilet allegedly. Again, allegedly. Everything here is alleged. Wait, I can't state nothing for fact because it all has to be allegedly, or else your girl gets in trouble. I'm not getting in trouble. This is alleged. I'm just reporting news. Now, there was this major tweet that went out from this guy named Peter, and it sparked a tornado. I would describe it as a tornado. It was like, woo, throughout crypto Twitter. Like, it was actually a little bit tragic. And I woke up the other day and I was like, hey, yo, like, what is going on with World's Liberty Financial? And so last week we talked about how they were borrowing against their own money. So, own coin. So basically they were borrowing against their own coin. And so, oh God, wait, there's more news on this? Stop. Oh no, there's new news. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, we have too much going on. Okay, so basically World Liberty Financial is the Donnie T family crypto project. Now, the people that are behind it are really the ones calling the shots. I wouldn't even say it's the Donnie T family, allegedly. Again, all of this is alleged, allegedly. Allegedly, the people behind World Liberty Financial are not very nice people. And one of them, and I have screenshots of his Instagram because he's private, but he accepted me. He accepted me. I have exclusive pictures. These people behind World Liberty Financial are very, very interesting. One of them was like Andrew Tate style business, if you know what I mean, with the cams, right? Literally, one of them ran that type of business, profited off of women, let's say. It was lust money, and allegedly. And so I was looking at this man's Instagram. Bro, he's boarding private jets every day of the week. He has one of his daughters that's like 12 years old has a mini Kelly bag that's probably worth over $10,000. She looked not happy in the picture either with her little expensive purse. And so I'm wondering, who are these people really? And I've broken it down for you before on this podcast that it's a very interesting the way they go about their lives. And why would some of these founders of World Liberty Financial have private Instagrams? It's because they don't want you to know how big their wife's ring is on their finger. They don't want you to know that they're buying Birkin bags for their 12-year-olds while everybody's getting destroyed with this World Liberty Financial token. And so they basically borrowed against their own coin, and people are not happy with them. This is the tea. We're going to start here, which is that they minted $25 million in their own stablecoin and burned $3 million after repayment claims. So here's the tea. We're going to cut it short. World Liberty minted $25 million of their own stablecoin, burned $3 million, resulting in a net $22 million increase in their USD1 stablecoin circulation. Now, they say that they repaid $25 million of the $75 million they borrowed against their own coin, a strategy that pushed their lending protocol near 100% utilization and trapped other depositors. Now, what really set me off a while back is that they froze Justin Sun. So Justin Sun invested a lot of money in World Liberty Financial, like over $30 million, if I remember, and got himself as an advisor. He had his own tokens, yet they froze his assets when World Liberty Financial was supposed to be a platform that goes ahead and breaks the TradFi system. This was the marketing that Donnie T Jr. and Eric T were all about when World Liberty Financial first started. We got debanked by Jamie Dimon and the Chase Bank, so we gotta create our own lending protocol. What in the world are you doing freezing Justin Sun's assets when this is supposed to be free speech? A way to not get your assets frozen. They did exactly what was done to them, but to somebody else. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. So this tweet came out. Let's go over the timeline here. This tweet came out over the weekend. This was on the 11th, the night of the 11th? Yes, the midday on Saturday. This guy says, I'm a Web3 ambassador at World Liberty. There are 12 of us on the page. 4 are Donnie T kids. 3 are named Whitclough. The page calls us the passionate mind shaping the future of finance. He said 600,000 wallets bought our meme coin. They lost $3.87 billion. Again, this is mostly almost satire at this point. So the family collected $350 million in trading fees. It launched 3 days before the inauguration. 80% of the supply went to CIC Digital LLC and Fight LLC, who's behind Donnie T's meme coin. He said, I did not choose the names. I designed the allocation, vesting, timing, and distance between the product and the president. Then he says, World Liberty Financial sends 75 cents of every dollar to DT Marks DeFi LLC. That's their family entity. 0 capital contributed, 0 liability assumed. I wrote this onto the gold paper, page 14. The lawyers bound it in the white leather, and the binding costs more than the due diligence. Justin Sun invested $75 million. He was facing SEC fraud charges, and the SEC dropped the case. He's their advisor at World Liberty, and the events are unrelated. And so then it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. So what I find very interesting is that there is just no promises that came through, like the strategic Bitcoin reserve, which I actually interviewed James about. I asked him what he thought about this, and he gave me such a great response, which was, why would we wait for the feds when we could just do it ourselves as we the people in the state? Thank you, sir. And so this is crazy. He says the meme coin funds the family. The family funds the platform. The platform funds their stablecoin. The stablecoin funds the deals. The deals require pardons. The pardons free the partners. The partners fund the platform. The president signs EOs, and the EOs inflate the assets, and the assets fund the family. Oh, really? Oh, really? Chase Hero? Oh, really? Zach Folkman? Oh, Zach Whitclough? Yeah. I would love to speak to Chase Hero. Chase, have a conversation with me. Have a conversation. I would love to see it. Freaking, we're taking this dude seriously. He's in a white t-shirt and a backwards hat. At least put on a suit if you're gonna scam us all and buy your kid a Birkin. I want to give them the chance to defend themselves. I really would. I will give them a chance. Zach Whitclough, Chase Hero, public call out. Public call out. If you want to come on here and defend yourself, I'm going to give you the right to do it. Because like I said, I interview everyone everywhere. If you want to come on here and tell us where the money really goes and how much money you made and how much the Donnie T family has made off this project, I want to know. I want to know. Because quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of the games. I'm sick and tired of people hiding things. I'm sick of the hypocrisy of telling me we're going to create a new platform to fight the trad system, but do exactly what the trad system has done. Borrowing against your own coin and then going and trying and sue people does not mean you're innocent. So Justin Sun clapped back. So let's see what Justin Sun said. This was his response. Justin Sun said, I have always been an ardent supporter of Donnie T and his crypto-friendly policy. As an early supporter who invested heavily in World Liberty Financial against $75 million, He said, I did so because I believed in the vision that was presented to the public. A decentralized financial platform that would promote financial freedom, remove intermediaries, and bring the benefits of DeFi to Americans. He said what was never disclosed to me or any investor is that World's Liberty embedded a backdoor blacklisting function in the smart contract used to deploy their tokens. The function gives the company unilateral power to freeze, restrict, and effectively confiscate the property rights of any token holder without notice, without cause, and without recourse. Thank you, Justin Sun. Thank you for stating the absolute obvious that everybody is missing right now. How do you go ahead and tell us it's one thing, but the other? It's a wolves in sheep's clothing, quite literally, allegedly. Allegedly. This is alleged. He said this is the opposite of decentralization. This is a trapdoor marketed as an open door. I denounce the ongoing token scandals by the bad actors at World's Liberty. I am the first and single largest victim. Mercy on him. As a result of their wrongful blacklisting of my token wallet back in 2025 that violates basic investor rights and blockchain principles of fairness. Every action taken by the World's Liberty financial team to extract fees from users, to secretly implement backdoor controls over user assets, to freeze investors' funds without disclosure or due process, and to treat the crypto community as a personal ATM. All of these actions are illegitimate and were never authorized by any fair, transparent, or good faith community governance process. The governance votes cited to justify these actions were not conducted through a fair and transparent process. Key information was withheld from voters, meaningful participation was restricted, and the outcomes were predetermined. These votes do not represent the will of the community, they represent the will of those who designed them. These actions have nothing to do with me. They have nothing to do with the investors who believe the promises this project made. We oppose every one of these actions in the strongest possible terms. The World's Liberty financial team's actions erode trust in the project, unlock the tokens, uphold transparency for the community. Let's build with integrity, not misconduct. You know what's so wild is the people on the left, the people on the right are united in this one thing. We've been lied to about a lot of stuff. And I am just so absolutely mind blown at the fact that this man invested $75 million. He's one of the wealthiest people out there. He is one of the most popular people in crypto. And you rugged him. Whether you like Justin Sun or not, he has so many points in here that you, like, again, you could not like a person, but agree with what they're saying. You have to agree with this. To go and freeze his assets without telling him first. That is not crypto. That is not transparency. That is straight up hypocrisy. Oh, we got debanked. As the Donnie T family, they told us, they lied to us. They lied. Donnie T Jr., man, what a great talker he is. And he had me, he had us. We were bullish. We were like, wow, he's doubling down on Bitcoin, saying we got debanked, we're going to speak out. That's what they campaigned on, was World's Liberty Financial and Bitcoin. But what did we get? What did we get? Lawsuits after lawsuits after lawsuits, because apparently that's how you win things. That's how you prove you're right and innocent, is by suing people, allegedly. World's Liberty Financial then clapped back at this response from Justin Sun. So again, timeline. This tweet that I showed you laying out that Trump media put $2 billion of Bitcoin on their balance sheets, 600,000 wallets allegedly bought in to the shenanigans. Justin Sun claps back, says, hey, yo, I was one of the bigger investors. I was the single biggest victim. So World's Liberty didn't like that Justin Sun got upset about his $75 million scam. World's Liberty Financial says, does anybody believe Justin Sun? Justin's favorite move is playing the victim while making baseless allegations to cover up his own misconduct. So, hold on. They said same playbook, different target. World's Liberty isn't the first. We have the contracts, we have the evidence, we have the truth. See you in court. Why are we going to court if you have the information? If Justin Sun really did something wrong for you to freeze his assets, why didn't you tell us? It's been months since we were wondering, why did they freeze Justin Sun's assets? So tell us, why do you got to go to court if you're innocent? Well, maybe it's because Justin Sun is right, that you didn't tell him that you're able to freeze everyone's assets just because you didn't agree with them that day. That is not decentralization. This is not a DeFi protocol. This is a centralized bank. The rich people getting rich off of retail yet again. I never touched World Liberty Financial, thank God. The audacity. And then Justin Sun, rightfully freaking so, replies to this post. He says, whoever is hiding behind this account, step forward and identify yourself. Every action taken by World Liberty Financial to secretly implement backdoor controls over user assets, to freeze investor funds without disclosure or due process, and to treat the crypto community as a personal ATM, someone must be held personally accountable for these actions. As the largest investors in the project, I demand that those responsible come forward by name instead of hiding in the shadows. I agree 100%. If you're going to go and say, who believes Justin Sun? Well, why don't you put yourself on video? Chase Hero, Zach Witkoff. Put yourself on video. Donnie T Jr., Eric T. My guys. What are we doing? If they had the ability to freeze assets, why didn't they tell us that in the first place? It's like touting that this is decentralized. Nothing about this platform is decentralized. I said it from the start. I tried to stay quiet, but now it's in the obvious, so I had to report it because it's news. This is news. This is so vile what they're doing here at World Liberty Financial. And it goes to show again, they're ruining what Donnie T is doing right now, what their family's doing right now. They're ruining it for Barron. Barron is a smart freaking kid. Barron probably watches this podcast. If I have to be so freaking honest, Barron probably watches this podcast because he watches everything. I'm convinced of that. So they're ruining it for our boy Barron. If they wanted Barron to be president one day, they want him to help crypto one day, they're ruining Barron's shot. That's where my mind goes, because Barron's on this board of World Liberty. Are people going to be able to trust the Donnie T family if any of them want to run for office after this? Especially because Donnie T's posting pictures of him as if he's Jesus? Blaspheming him? No. No, bro. I feel so sad. This is devastating. Did I root for this? Do I want any of this? No. Did I ever think that things would go this sideways? Absolutely not. Allegedly. And so Justin Sun continued to speak out. So again, timeline. This post from this Peter guy. Justin Sun saying, why did you censor me? World's Liberty saying, who believes you, Justin? Justin continued to go off. He says, and he said this like at 2:30 a.m. our Eastern time today. He says, I'm calling on World Liberty Financial to publicly disclose who controls the single guardian EOA and the 3 of 5 multisig that govern the World Liberty Financial smart contract. Every investor has the right to know who holds the power to freeze their assets. I agree 1,000%. Here is what on-chain records show. A single guardian EOA, which sits on the multisig, blacklisted my wallet. So basically, somebody runs this smart contract, or let's say the board. Let's say that this is the World Liberty Financial board, and there's somebody that's able to click the buttons. And there's 3 of 5 wallets. So you need at least 3 or majority of the wallets to be able to sign something off, right? So who is in control? Who actually presses the buttons? I think we're all entitled to that information because they're so decentralized and transparent, right? Why wouldn't you tell us? Now, that same address that blacklisted Justin's son is the sole owner of a second guardian, Safe, with a threshold of 1. That means one person, one single individual has the unilateral power to freeze any token holder's assets. Which again, if we don't like you, if we don't like what you're saying, then we are going to ice you out. That's exactly what they're telling you here. Exactly what they're telling you. Seizing those assets requires 3 of 5 multi-sig vote, but freezing only requires 1 signature. Why is that? Who's the one person? Who? I'm a freaking owl today. Who is that person? The community deserves an answer, period. Let me be clear about what this means. Community governance and voting are meaningless. Again, why would we participate in a protocol that we essentially have no rights to? It's a fake game that they played us with. It's like when I was younger and I was trying to play like Mario Kart with my cousins, and they were like, hey, here's the controller, you're playing with us, but I wasn't actually playing. I was just holding a controller thinking I was playing with them. That's exactly what they did. Oh, yeah, you buy our token, you could vote. Just vote on this. You're not actually voting for anything. It says every proposal, every vote, every claim of the decentralized decision, making it theater. As I said, it's a fake appearance. Real power, the power to freeze, move funds, control the protocol, sits with one anonymous individual and 3 of 5 multisigs that answer to nobody. The entire governance framework has been hollowed from the inside out. A project that claims to stand for DeFi and financial freedom cannot concentrate this level of power in a single anonymous address. If this team has nothing to hide, they should have no difficulty identifying who controls the keys. There's a reason why they're not telling you who holds the keys, because you're not going to be happy with who it is. And even if they tell you who it is, how would we know that? Unless they literally show us their screen and them signing a transaction. I don't even care if they say it's Donnie T Jr. I don't care if they say it's Chase Hero or Zach Whitcoff, these scammers. Allegedly. Because we wouldn't have any proof unless we actually saw them sign the transaction. So let's narrow it down here. Let's narrow it down. What are the numbers? Thanks to Mona, she put this up for me this morning. Allegedly, again, the most successful crypto founder of all time, over $1.5 billion has been cashed out by insiders across the projects. Hundreds of thousands of wallets lost billions buying tokens like World's Liberty Financial. Estimates put around 600,000 wallets and about $3 billion in losses. And what's the product behind it? There isn't one. The value comes from name, influence, and political power, not tech, not utility. That's the real alleged story. So, Donnie T's NFTs racked in 10 million over the past few years. World's Liberty, 500 million. Donnie T coin, 800 million. Melania's token, $100 million. USD1, $100 million. Explain to me where this money went. How much money, Chase Hero, did you make? How many private jets have you flown since the beginning of this? Zach Whitcoff, I could say the same to you. Donnie T Jr., bro, homie, what in the world happened here? Eric T, bro, what happened? Allegedly, this looks bad. And I never thought we would have to do that. I never thought we'd get to this point. I really would love to know. And if Donnie T Jr., if Eric T, if Zach Whitcoff, if Chase Hero wants to come on here and defend themselves and tell the world what really happened behind World's Liberty, I would be honored to host that podcast. And we will do it live for the whole world. So let's give them an opportunity to go and defend themselves. Innocent till proven guilty, right? Is that the way we're supposed to work in this country? Apparently not nowadays. But let's have them be innocent until proven guilty. Let's hear the truth. And I hope it really is the truth. because we know the truth, and the truth will set you free. It really will. And so we also know there's going to be mass pardons. Why are there going to be pardons, guys? Because there's a lot of bad actors here. And there should not be pardons for your own people that you know have committed crimes, allegedly. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't, Bam. Bam on TikTok was like, you shouldn't be surprised. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't. But you know what? Maybe I had faith in a little shrivel somewhere, a little shrivel of faith somewhere, that we would have an actual administration that cared about retail and wanted to build for retail. I thought this was about we the people, right? Right? And I said this to James Fishbach yesterday. I told him I'm sick and absolutely tired of people telling me what I can and can't do, what I should own and what I should not own, how much I'm worth. I don't care anymore. It's getting to a point where you absolutely have to report on things like that. And again, it's like, I'm just surprised at what I'm reading to you. Am I taking sides? No. Am I just reporting news? Yes. So again, I will interview anybody. I will speak to everybody as long as I can get the truth out of someone. And it's getting to a point where people are just so confused that they don't even know what the truth is anymore. And that's so devastating that we're at that point. This is why you have to support people who you know are real. Like, I'm here every freaking day. Wendy's here every day. Mona's out here reporting. Like, all these people that you're seeing that grind every single day, that's who you should be supporting. Stop giving into mainstream media. Stop giving into mainstream media, all the rich and famous that literally want to take advantage of you. I'm so sick of people taking advantage of you. That's what really lights me up. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, that's what lights me up. Is because why can't we win for once? Why do we have to fight for it and literally go through wars to defend ourselves? But the biggest blessing out of all of this, let me tell you, is Bitcoin. Because it's something that nobody can take from you. They can't freeze your assets. They can't take them. They can't stop you from transacting or even having free speech by inscribing your messages on the blockchain. This is what it's about. We are freedom fighters, and there's no war that needs to be fought for Bitcoin. There's no weapon that you need to pick up to defend Bitcoin. It is the best thing that we've ever seen in humanity, I would say, besides Litecoin. So buckle up, kids. Get ready. Things are about to get real. And I hope you guys know that I do not trust a single freaking person. I don't trust nobody but Jesus. Let me tell you that right now. I really don't. And so keep calm, huddle on, be a part of the most peaceful revolution in the world. Because I'm not playing. Oh, girl, baby, girl, in the wise words of AOC.
Oh, girl, baby, girl. Don't even play.
Oh, girl, baby, girl, don't even play. That's where I'm at. Oh, girl, baby, girl, do not even play with me. Because we are done. As a community, we are done. I am so sick of being taken advantage of. So sick of being taken advantage of. I won't do it. I really won't do it. Bobby Lupo said, conversation keeps us together. I'll tell you that 1,000%. 1,000% it keeps us together. Smash the like. Smash the like. I gotta cool off.
Randi Hipper. I'm a Bitcoin bestie.
Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen life trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha.
The after show is going to be fire. You don't even know. You don't even know. It's worse when we're angry like this. Like, this is the thing. Like, I'm not even angry. I'm just disappointed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even angry. I'm strictly disappointed.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're
Just
welcome.
want to say a quick hi Randy, miss watching your Zesty stream, and love hearing Randy hitting people with some knowledge, Zesty. And you are looking on point Randy.
Oh, I thank you. Wait, is this Dan? Did you change your username? I think this is Dan, I'm pretty sure. Thank you, appreciate you. But yeah, again, this is all allegedly. We're allegedly, like, come on, bro. Freaking alleged. Guys, I have bagels, and we're gonna go into coins to watch. Gainers, losers, things in between. We got Rave, that's up 240%. Stable up 18. Venice is up 10.5. Monad is up 8%. WorldCoin up 6.5%. Polkadots leading our losers today, down 4.5%. Sirens down 3.4%. Chili's down 2.8%. Sky's down 2.5%. And Pi's also down about 2.5%. Litecoin's looking snazzy today, $53. We got Ethereum, $2,223 right now. We're up about 1.5% again. We keep testing and rejecting $2,330. I don't know why we keep testing and rejecting it. Oh, it is Dan. See, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, I got bagels. You thought I was some... Well, hold on. Listen, y'all. See, people are like, oh, I thought you were... Like, listen, bro. I got no hate against anybody. This is the thing. I really don't have hate against anybody. Left, right, race, religion, whatever. All I care about is defending you and I. Like, the only thing I care about is doing what's good for the people. When this is what the country was founded on, we the people. And even everyone outside of the country it should be given their inalienable human rights of life, liberty, and property. And America likes to glaze over the property part with the pursuit of happiness. No. Life, liberty, and property is something every single person in this entire planet should be entitled to, not just Americans. So, am I America first? Always. I love America. I love the United States. Because as crazy as this all is, at least I'm able to get on the internet and speak my mind every single day. Thank God for that. So we're still living in the best country in the world, but that doesn't mean that we can't be better. Okay? So that's all I'm saying. And that's why I love Bitcoin and crypto, because absolutely it's so important that every single one of us come together, because there's so much more of us than there are of them. And if we speak out now, there's absolutely nobody that can stop us. Not a single person. If we all exit the dollar, the yuan, all this absolutely treacherous currency, and we actually go to a Bitcoin standard, they're going to have to capitulate. And then us, the people, are going to have purchasing power. If we have purchasing power, we then go and change the world to how we see fit, not how they see fit, and how they poison us every single day. Whether it's to air the water we drink or the food that we eat. It is absolutely disgusting what we're going through right now. And I'm so sad that people just don't see through the madness and how amazing life can be. We are living in and despite the craziness, we're living in one of the best times ever, because we have information. We have the internet. We have information at the tips of our fingers. We have a revolution on our phones, in our hands, in our pockets, that nobody can stop. So take advantage of it. Now is the time to take advantage of the resources that we have. We're living in a generation where we can actually make change. I couldn't say that for my parents or their parents. They were just living life blindly. And they didn't know what was going on. Why? Because they just didn't have the internet. There were 3 channels. You got whatever they told you at the end of the day on the 5 o'clock news. Now we get news as it comes out. So this is a space. This is a generation that has broken geographical barriers. Anyone from anywhere in the world can talk to each other now. They could transact with each other, which is what they don't want. Because if we're able to send money somewhere else to change the outcome of one situation that doesn't go with the 0.01 percenters crazy 2030 oh nothing be happy agenda, then they're not going to like it. So we just got to do things that are good for us. And it's not selfish to do that. It's really not. Because when it's all of us against one small group of people that tell us what to do every single day, guess who wins? It's us. But it's just a matter of us clicking and locking it in that we are strong, that we are independent. That's what it's about. Truly, that's what it's about. Like I said, I am not angry. I'm just disappointed. Hold on, TikTok. Ugh. Okay, TikTok almost kicked me off. New Sheriff said, you're such a good reporter. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Bobby Lupo said, bagels are a Brooklyn thing. You're from Bensonhurst. I was born in Diker. Well, I first grew up in Diker, and then I was in the Ridge, you know. All right, guys. We have bagels. I need a bite of a bagel before I lose my mind. And then we're going to go into this after show. Do you hear how crunchy this is? Wow, that's a crunchy bagel we got here today. I love when the bagel's a little bit well done. Makes me happy. I like a well done bagel. All right, let's do this. Let's rip and dip our bagel for sanity. Wow. Wow. This spoke life back into my person. Do we have 100 likes yet? How many likes we have? I don't even know. But all I know, we need 5 more likes. Can we have 5 more likes, please? Property Sam said, pep talk on point this morning. Thanks. Of course. Listen, dude. We are one team. And I hope you know this, guys. Like, we are literally a team. It's us against them. And them is like when we're like the world. So just know that, am I Republican or Democrat? I'm literally nothing. I'm nothing. I don't believe in picking a side because that's what they want. What side am I on? Yours. America. The world. Retail. The everyday Joe Schmo. Or the Jane Schmo. I'm a Jane Schmo, I guess. I'm a Schmo. But listen, us Schmoes will pop off together. Again, there's a lot more of us than there are of them. And I'm all about truth. Because again, the truth truly sets you free. And I am a terrible liar, so if I lied to you, you would know it. But I don't care about politics in the way that everybody else sees it. Because it's not what you think it is. It's just money being, like, literally both sides of the aisle are paid by people. Most of the time. I can't be bought, which why I probably can't go into politics, because people would not like me in politics. But listen, man, like I said, I'll talk to whoever. I'll do whatever to benefit what we're doing here, which is liberty and freedom. And some might say I have the audacity of a crazy individual. Maybe I do. But you know what? There's no way that can stop me. There's nobody that can stop any of us. And I'm so grateful for that. And I'm so grateful for you. And I'm grateful that you guys come back to this podcast every single day and listen to me rant and rave so that way we could get after it. Corey said it's a paid soap opera. Frickin' play the violin. Play the frickin' violin. So, guys, play your violin. Let them hear it. Let them cry. But we're not crying. We're standing strong. We're standing tall. We go to the gym. We work out. We get our Bitcoin, and we are strong mentally, physically, and financially. So we have all the things that we need to do to spur up a revolution, and they're going to have to capitulate because they're not going to have a choice. So get ready. Get ready. Keep calm, huddle on. We're going to get after it. It's we the people always. And I hope you guys know that. I love you guys for real. And I love what I do for a living every single day. And with that, I'm going to go work on my James Fishbach interview. I'm going to put that up. Again, he's one of the most pro-Bitcoin politicians I've ever met. And so I'm going to go ahead and interview whoever will give me the platform. I will go and do whatever it takes to do what is best for Bitcoin and crypto and you. Always you. Always you first. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day. We are going into the after show right now. So go into Discord. It is free for everyone. Wednesday and Friday is going to be for members only. So if you enjoyed our pep talk today and everything that we spoke about, and if you want to support this freedom movement that I am doing, that we are doing together, because it's not me, it's really you, me, and Jesus. So if anybody wants to go support this revolution, please support my YouTube channel. If you guys are on TikTok and you want to go support us, literally go to YouTube, go to the link in my bio, become a member, $2.99 a month, get your emojis, literally $2.99 a month to support the channel. Get your emojis, get access to the Wednesday and Friday after shows, and just be a part of this family because you know what? We're always going to do this together. Have a beautiful day. Happy Monday, and I will see you in Discord in just a moment. And as always, stay happy, healthy, prosper, my friends, and stay zesty. Mwah. Bye.